Hi food friends, welcome to Go Feed Yourself. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make an easy peasy split pea and Polish sausage soup using some dried yellow split peas, Polish sausage, and some dried herbs and spices from my pantry. This soup takes around 30 minutes to make, and it's filled with protein and fiber and delicious savory flavors. Now let's get started with our ingredients. I'll be using 1.5 liter of chicken stock, 2 cups of soaked yellow split peas, 1 chub of Polish sausage, and I'm using some shallots, 3 small shallots, 5 cloves of garlic. This is some Polish sausage I had in my freezer and I just pulled it out and decided I wanted to use it. Do remove the casing if it's not edible. This is a really straightforward soup as the ingredients are quite minimal. I soaked these split peas for 5 hours. And that really reduces the cooking time. This is a very inexpensive and nutritious ingredient. I took my Polish sausage and diced it into small cubes. In a deep skillet on medium-high, add sausage. While that cooks, you can finely dice your shallots. I only have shallots because it was on sale and actually less expensive than onions. If you have onions, just use 1 small onion and that'll be perfectly fine. While your shallots cook with your sausage, finely chop your garlic. Add 2 bay leaves and a pinch of dried thyme. Add washed split peas and mix really well. I like to use a generous amount of black pepper whenever I make split pea soup, but you can use whatever you like to your taste. I'm also going to add some complete seasoning, about half a teaspoon, just for added flavors. And you'll notice I won't be adding any salt because the sausage is quite salty on its own. I'm using homemade chicken broth for this recipe, but you could easily add 1 or 2 bouillon cubes or just some store-bought chicken broth. I also added 3 cups of water. Let this come to a boil and then turn the heat down a bit and cover with a vented lid and cook for 10 minutes. I test the peas to see the doneness and they're already starting to soften up, so I'll cover and cook this for another 10 minutes. You can see it's already thickening up and the split peas are starting to break down. Some people like their split peas a bit al dente or even on the grainier side. I prefer mine quite smooth. I do like to add more pepper towards the end of the cooking process because it brings back the flavor. And then I also want to add some parsley flakes, but not for flavor necessarily, but for color and the way it just changes the way the soup looks and makes it more aesthetically pleasing to the eye. Let this simmer uncovered for 5 to 10 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and whisk this so I can further break down the split peas. Give this a taste for salt and add more if you need to. You'll notice this is a thinner looking split pea soup. I don't tend to like very heavy, thick split pea soup. And the reality of split pea soup is it continues to thicken as it cools, and especially when stored overnight. Turn the heat off and let it sit for several minutes. You'll have to give this a good mix now and see how it thickened even further just by resting. This is just how I like it, not too thick, not too thin. Now it's time to serve some up. And I have a big bowl here for my hubby. He obviously eats more. That'll need some pepper on it. And for myself, I'll definitely take a bit less. And for mine, I'm going to just add a sprinkle more parsley and some black pepper. Doesn't that look pretty? Split pea soup is eaten in many different variations around the world. It's the perfect, hearty soup that's just filling and nutrient dense. This soup is very similar to a ham and split pea soup. That golden, rich, savory broth is so flavorful. You might want some crusty bread with yours. And of course, the little chunks of sausage. It's surprisingly not salty because all the flavors have dispersed into the soup. This was delicious. Give this recipe a try and go feed yourself. Thanks for watching.